Right, they reported in February 2018 that Mr. Kevin Smith, I wonder what his real name is, Mr. Red Communist State himself, had a massive heart attack. And he said, the doctor who saved my life told me I had 100% blockage in my lad artery, aka the Widowmaker. Well, I didn't know that. You see, the more you look into heart and heart issues and stuff, the more you learn, right? The lad artery, the Widowmaker. Well, that should remind you of at least 2 or 3 films immediately. All right, so you've got a film called Lad, and you might say, oh, well, it's just a Yorkshire story. No, no, no. Look, from the heart of a boy. Lad. Heart. So, definitely, it's to do with that, the Widowmaker artery blockage. Bad lad would mean bad archery for the heart. A film that will shock you. It's smart and often unnerving. And this is the big one, of course. The Widowmaker, right? So the lad archery, when it gets blocked, is called the Widowmaker. Yeah, for obvious reasons. And of course, that's always been 9/11 backwards. Well, 1119. A great story, it says. I can't get down there. Hold on. There you go. Story. Just a story, eh? And of course, yeah, you've got your nuclear submarine for phase 3. But there you go. That's why it's called the Widowmaker, because it's the lad archery, the Widowmaker. Okay. I was looking up other things like new films, etc. Came across old films too. I think this is 2010 or something. In the Loop. Yeah, in your thin red line, right? In your veins. I'm just guessing. But then, what else came up was this. Humans in the Loop, the design of interactive AI systems. Ah, well, there you go. So it's got 2 references. Everything seems to have 2 references. AI. Well, that'll be the enemy of mankind. And this just popped up while I was looking at it. Why did that pop up? Why? You know, you got three needles here. That one's really looking like a needle, isn't it? And of course, it's the Chrysler building, which they've used a lot on the front covers. They used it on the front cover of that Deep Impact. Think about it. What goes deep impact into you that looks like that? It hasn't got anything to do with a comet. It's got everything to do with these needles here. Anyway, Toronto, the next operation. I don't know when, but they'll do one. And Persuasion. Does that ring any bells? Of course it does. Anyway, I want to go through a few films, specifically Children of Men. Profiler X was saying, it's a very, very ominous movie. I would say it's the most ominous movie ever made. It's, especially if you live in England. The year 2027, the last days of the human race. No child has been born for 18 years. Sterile. Everyone is sterile. Now, thing is, this movie, if you think this is just, a made-up story, it's not, because you've got, what's his name, Michael Caine and Abel, saying, oh, yeah, the flu pandemic of 2008. Yeah. And you've got, they're all, Julianne Moore, etc., they're all muzzled up. And, what else? I mean, like, the main theme is refugees again. And that you get in this as well. In both movies, the Second American Civil War, both movies have refugees called Fugees, like the band, being blamed for, all the hell, closing borders and things like that. They will use refugees. I don't care whether it's Afghan, Haiti, African refugees, whatever. They will use refugees it as part of the ops. That is the script. From now on, you will see refugees, 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 and then being, the politicians saying, "Oh, we don't want them. We've got to create walls." Yeah, you get it. And then you get this nightmare England, this police state England. There's a key scene in this movie where Clive Owen goes to this MP or whatever it is, powerful man in London, and he asks for a travel permit to the coast. To the coast! A travel permit just to get to the coast of England. Forget about getting out of England. It's an island, and this is what I'm so worried about. England and Ireland are islands, and they are owned by the G-Town and Z-Boys. And we've seen what they're doing to Australia right now. It's an absolute nightmare. It's all closed off, and the only way he can get himself out of England is to pretend to be a refugee and get kicked out, deported. Wow, it's grim. It's time to get out of certain places, America for sure, and I think England as well. Now, I really do. A little bit of time left, not much. It's bad. Anyway, so I think we know what that V stands for now. With this, I don't know what she is. I really don't know. I don't know. I know there's an Adam's apple thing, but I just don't know. It looks like a woman to me, but anyway. Deja vu. Yeah, this is CPR, revive me, restart my heart. And it's all ambulance and blackout. It's all towards the end of when they crash that ambulance into the building at the end. It's all in that 5 minutes there. Night and day. Obviously, he kills one of the first guys in the airplane with a needle, killing with a needle, and he says, "Oh, they're all shot. Oh yeah, he's shot, and he was shot, and then he was shot." And then he was shot. You go through that scene again in the airplane. And she says, "Oh, it's no wonder why these airlines are going out of business. Because they don't want people travelling in the future. No way. Only the elites. Only the elites." And then he explains safe and secure, meaning the exact opposite. CIA code words, which I've always gone on about. This movie, this old, really bad movie, but think about it in like Flint. Yeah, it's about what goes in. You've even got sort of the line here going into her upper arm there, all the way through. And the what's it called? The general. No, it's just about brainwashing women. Yeah. They plan to use nuclear energy to force the entire world into submission. Got a sub there as well. A nuclear sub. Yeah. Angel heart, messenger heart. Oh, I've just covered that. And this Star Trek film, he gets injected. Yeah. Just before he goes on the shuttle, which is called 12 Monkeys, what's his name? Come on, Mr. Time Bandits, Mr. Gilliam, sorry. Yeah, it's called the Gilliam or something. Sorry, it's a 12 Monkeys reference, and he gets injected. Anyway, here, oh look. Space needle, going down, crashes. There it is. Alright, so yeah, refugees is the main thing, and I want to go back to, they will be used as the excuse, but I want to go back to this. The other thing about this movie is that, of course, no child has been born for 18 years. That's the main thing. It's a sterile world. Now, how would the world get sterilized? Well, I can't say, can I? But we know how. Directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Does that mean heart in Spanish? You know what? I'm gonna have to look it up. My Spanish should be better than that. I did study Spanish. Hold on. Sorry. No, it means when. But what's heart in Spanish? Sorry, hold on. It's something like that. Hold on. Let me change that to English. I should know this. Ah, yeah, corazon. Corazon. Sorry, my pronunciation. Corazon. So his name was Cuaron. Corazon. It's close. It's close. I wasn't a million miles away. Anyway, that's it.